Good evening, everyone, wherever you at globally. Peace and light to you. Happy Friday. I am so glad that we have made it to another Friday, the end of another work week for a lot of us. Some of us even work on weekends with having businesses or even working for corporate America. But nonetheless, I hope that you are enjoying it. I hope that it is very beneficial for you. And I try to do my best to stay up to date with my audios or live videos as much as possible. So while I'm in halfway decent space, because I was not this energetic at work, it's just a lot came down on me and I was just so truly tired. And so I'm here this evening because I want to speak about something in regards to taxes. This is tax time for people working, tax time for people who have businesses and things of that nature. Let me put this disclaimer in here. Let me say it, and then I'm also going to put it in my timeline. I am not a tax professional, nor am I a enrolled agent, which is an EA. I am just hashtag researcher. And, I speak on the information that I seek. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aisha. I'm also known as Jade. Uh, People based on where I've lived, they call me Aisha, or for many people, they call me Jade. Again, thank you for tuning in live to my Aisha Speaks Jade. So I want to speak about, let me just kind of pull this up a little bit. This light is so horrible. So let me just see how can I adjust it? I don't want to adjust too much and just look crazy. Okay, I'm in the comfort of my crib and I'm doing this and it is what it is. So again, I want to speak about taxes. I try to switch it up and speak about motivational, inspirational, speaking from my genuine, authentic self, my life, my healing, my recovery, um, from past to present. Also speak about different business tips or strategies, as well as even if you're working in corporate America. I also speak on nutrition and diet as it is important, your mental or emotional stability, just overall well-being. And with that said, again, I would like to speak about, this is the tax season right now. So the information that I research is coming from Business Insider. And if you're interested and you need someone who can do your taxes and you just don't have the time or you just don't know how to do your taxes properly, I would encourage you to seek out a tax professional or a enrolled agent where they are certified, they know their business, they are an expertise in it. You can ask for their credentials. Please ask several questions. I'm not the type of person who will dog anybody out. However, there are a lot of people that have scammed people when doing their tax season, when they think they're getting this big break or big refund, and then the next thing you know, IRS, because they will get their money somehow, some way, they come after you because whoever did your taxes or yourself trying to get over, you wind up losing. Okay, so if again you are getting someone to do your taxes, make sure you ask those questions. I will put in my comment box who I would recommend, because she's been on not only excuse me, not only Chit Chat Chew Show podcast, but she's been on my personal Aisha Speaks Jade. Her name is Lysandra. Okay, and I will put her down. She is a tax professional. I believe that she knows her stuff. Okay, so if you're interested, I will make sure that I leave her information in the in my comment box right here. So let's jump into this, because I do have something else by 8 o'clock to do, and plus I just want to wind down and chill out. It's been a long week. It's been a very hectic, busy week, especially at work and outside of work as well, trying to juggle corporate America as well as being a public speaker, motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, Chit Chat Chew Show co-host, as well as co-business owner. And so just life, juggling relationship, just life in general, family, everything. So let me jump into it, and then I can fall back and I can chill out. So what it's called is 6 unexpected tax breaks you can claim on your tax return. 6 unexpected tax breaks you can claim on your tax return. There are several legitimate ways to pay less taxes. Tax deductions reduce your taxable income, while tax credits lower your tax bill. A few of the most under-the-radar tax breaks includes deductions for jury duty and bringing your pet to work, but only if they're working too. So again, there are several legitimate ways to pay less taxes. There are hundreds of tax breaks available to Americans in the form of deductions, which reduce the amount of your income that's taxed, and credits, which lowers your overall tax bill. And as we know, since your President Trump has gotten into the office, things have really changed as far as refunds and certain deductions that once upon a time you can get, now you cannot. And there are some people who probably was expecting a nice size amount of tax refund, and when they look at that refund, they're like, damn, this is not what I was expecting. So there are going to be individuals who might get a lower refund. Excuse me. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. My apologies. So let's kind of jump more into this. So when filing a federal tax return, you can either itemize deductions or claim the standard deduction, which is $12,000 for single filers, $18,000 for head of household filers, and $24,000 for married couples filing jointly. Okay, so again, this information is coming from Business Insider, not personally from me, but I did some research. As always, you don't have to go off of what I say. Always do your own due diligence and do your research. And again, get with a trained professional, tax professional, or an enrolled agent. If your itemized deductions total more than the standard deductions, it may be worth the extra time it often takes to itemize, some experts say. Typical deductions filers can claim include medical expenses, charitable donations, state expenses, or let me say that again. So they can claim, so it does include medical expenses, charitable donations, state and local taxes, which is short for SALT, S-A-L-T, mortgage interest, and student loan interest. Some deductions are available even if you don't itemize. Tax credits can be claimed whether you itemize or not. The most popular ones include the child tax credit, earned income tax credit, and the American Opportunity Tax Credit. And also, I just want to add that if you cannot afford a tax professional / earned enrolled agent, there are other places that's out here, right? But again, anywhere you go, even if it's to a Free Tax USA, you know, these tax places that they say you can get your money back right away, I just say be careful. Research, ask questions, okay? And make sure that you're getting the best outcome for yourself. But those are just a few of the many tax breaks available to Americans. Here are a few you may not have heard of. And I just like to say a couple of these I definitely didn't hear of, especially having deductions for taking your pet to work, but they have to be working as well. Interesting. So the first would be charity work deduction. If you volunteered for a charitable organization in 2018 and drove there, you can deduct the cost of parking and toll fees and some gas, which 14 cents per mile, according to NerdWallet. You can also deduct up to $250 worth of supplies you purchased for charity purposes, like food for a soup kitchen, if you kept all your receipts. If you want to deduct more than $250, it requires documentation from the charitable organization. So yes, volunteering can be a deduction, okay? Up to $250. They encourage you to make sure that you have your receipts. And especially, as I just stated, if it was over 250, you better believe the IRS is going to want to know where those receipts are. Because too many times, unfortunately, people say something, they put it in there, and I believe that once upon a time, probably the IRS probably didn't do as much research or investigating as they do now. So you have to make sure that you hold on to those receipts for everything, especially if you want deductions or have something itemized. Put it in a folder so that you can have it during tax time, and if they ask any questions, you'll be able to have it, be able to present it to them. Next would be gambling losses deductions. That's right, that's what I said. Gambling losses deduction. So if a trip to Las Vegas or Atlantic City left you nearly penniless, you can recoup some of those losses come tax time. You can include gambling losses as tax deductions if you itemize. And that's coming from NerdWallet as well. So that I definitely did not know. Hopefully it is truth to this because it's supposed to be coming from this reliable source, Business Insider, as well as NerdWallet. Money lost at a casino or racetrack qualifies, as does money spent on bingo, lottery, or raffle tickets, but only if the ticket was a loser. Okay, the amount you deduct cannot exceed the winnings you claim as income. So if you want some money off of those lottery tickets, please don't think that you can claim that as a itemized or a deduction. I mean, you won money. Come on. Let's stop trying to get over so much. Okay? Because believe me, it definitely comes back. It bites you in the butt. Next would be jury duty pay deduction, okay? Jury duty pay deduction. If you're summoned for jury duty, your employer may offer regular pay or paid leave to attend, and the court may pay you for your time, typically between $10 and $30 a day. And that resource is coming from TurboTax. In both situations, the money you receive is counted as taxable income. However, some employers require employees to hand over their jury duty pay. If that's the case, you must still claim the pay as part of your income. But on your tax return, you can claim the pay as a deduction, resulting in a zero net gain. Next is guard dog deduction. Go figure, guard dog deduction. What is that about? Let's see. Believe it or not, the IRS may actually consider your pet's medical, training, or food costs as a business expense. If you bring your dog to work and can show that they're necessary on site, maybe even protecting your business inventory, you may be able to deduct the cost of caring for the dog. So that's according to the research Bankrate. Your chances may be better if the dog is a breed that will call for a beware of dog sign. A lot of times I know they have German Shepherds doing that, but yes, I mean, go figure, your own dog, your own guard dog, you can deduct. That's so funny. Next is college tuition and fees deduction. College tuition and fees deduction. And before I go on with that, make sure that you go back in my Aisha Speaks Jade, just kind of scroll down, and you will see Lysandra, who is a tax professional as well as an enrolled agent. She breaks down about different deductions, which include, college tuitions and fee deductions. So students earning less than $80,000 single or $160,000 married filing jointly can deduct up to $4,000 in tuition and fees on their tax return. This is an above-the-line deduction, meaning you don't need to itemize to claim it. And again, check out the video. I'm going to try to pull that video back up so it can be more refreshed, and also put her information in my comment, as well as hopefully I can put some other resources in there as well for you. And last is, and that was, I'm sorry, my apologies, what I spoke on was college tuitions and fees deduction, because we know a lot of times parents do pay for their children to go to school, so there are certain forms that need to be filled out. And know if the parents file and they're kicking out of their pocket to pay for your college, including your books and things of that nature that you need for school, probably car or whatever the case may be, listen, kids, you can't file either. No, it's your parents that have to file. Both of you guys can't file. And last, retirement account savings credit. Retirement account savings credit. So the Saviors credit enables low to moderate income taxpayers saving for retirement to reduce their tax bill up to $1,000 or $2,000 if married and filing jointly. To be eligible for the Saviors credit, you must meet 3 requirements, which is you're at least 18 years old, not a full-time student, and not claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return. So again, you have to be at least 18 years old, not a full-time student, and you can't be a dependent on someone else's tax return. Your adjusted gross income, which is AGI, adjusted gross income, also must be less than $31,500 if you're a single filer, and less than $63,000 if you're a joint filer. Depending on your income, you can claim a credit that's equal to 50%, 20%, or 10% of the first $2,000 in contributions to your retirement account, or achieving a better life experience, which is short for ABLE, ABLE, and it's called Achieving a Better Life Experience, which is a tax advantage savings account for people with disabilities and their families. So that was pretty cool. It's short and sweet to the point, I know, okay? But I hope that it was at least a first step in the right direction, okay? So if you're filing for yourself, make sure that you have all backup information and read everything in small print, large print, and fine, very small, fine print. And if you're going to have someone, a tax professional or enrolled agent, do it for you, ask questions. We open our mouths for everything else. Open your mouth to make sure that you're going to get the money that you deserve. And if you have to pay something back, then just do it. Even if you have to set up a payment plan, just do it. I speak it for myself as well, okay? If you have a business, make sure that if you're not sure about how to do it for yourself, get an accountant, get a tax professional, get someone who knows what they're doing and their credentials are good and they're qualified to do it, or else you will be in trouble and you'll be owing the IRS money, lots of money. Okay, let's stop trying to take shortcuts. Let's stop trying to get the uncle or the aunt or the cousin or the sister to do it when they really don't know what they're doing. Let's stop saying that we have a business and we really don't have a business, right? Because it's coming back to get you. There's just certain things that you can't get around. You can't do the bootleg tax, the bootleg get your taxes filed. You just can't. And going to these places as well. Unfortunately, there are some, and there has been some that scammed. But I truly believe that there's also those tax places that are good just as well. You just have to do your due diligence and ask questions, okay? So again, I spoke on charity work deduction, gambling loss deductions, jury duty pay deduction, guard dog deduction, college tuition and fees deduction, and retirement account savings credit. Thank you so much, guys. I hope that this was insightful for you, that you got some answers to some questions. Again, I will post up a show that I had a guest who is a tax professional as well as enrolled agent. Her name is Lysandra Everett. Hope I'm saying it correctly. I will repost that so it could be more fresh and more new so you can check it out. I'll put her name in here as well as other resources. Also, I'd like to welcome you to join my social media platforms, which of course I am on Facebook right here, guys. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me on all of them on Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, Facebook, right here, wherever I'm pointing at, right here, right here. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, Aisha Speaks Jade. When you join my YouTube channel, hit that thumbnail so that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, hit that notification bell for all notifications and or alerts. You can also like and join my other platform. If you're on LinkedIn, join. If you're on Facebook, like. Same thing with Instagram and Twitter. Let's support each other, okay? Also, create your happiness and create your greatness. I cannot stress that enough. You cannot expect for anyone to believe in you when you do not believe in yourself. You are a priority, not a choice. That's the word I'm looking for. You're not a choice. You are a priority. We must take care of ourselves. So that self-care, love ourselves, self-love, respect ourselves, self-respect, know your worth, which is self-worth. It starts internally. You have to love yourself inside. It doesn't start from the outside going in. It starts from the inside going out. Doesn't matter how attractive or handsome you look. If you're not good inside, it's going to show, people. I know you may not believe it. You may be like, girl, she crazy. But believe me when I say, be the best person that you can be. Whatever goal that you are looking to reach, whether or not it's to work in corporate America and get that job that you're looking for, or, have your own business, be a speaker, tax professional, entrepreneur, freelancer, whatever that looks like for you, you can do it through the good and the bad and the indifferent. Okay? If you find that there's always someone that has a lot of negative actions or negative comments, you may need to consider to remove yourself all the way or push them aside, because negativity is not going to do anything except bring you down. Also, for 2019, get into the habit of healing too. Healing and recovery. If you are going through some things that you have been holding on to for a very long time or a short time, get into the position where, if you need a little help, a little counseling, a little therapy, I'm not an advocate of meds, but if that's something that you feel that you need to take, that is your choice, okay? Or you can do it holistically, naturally, or organically. Make sure that you do what you need, okay? Because you won't be able to be productive and do anything if you're not healing from the inside. Okay, whatever you're angry at, start the journey of healing so that you can be in a recovery place. Okay, stop holding on to things so that your life can shine, so that your life can be the best you that it can be. So with that, thank you so much. I'm going to relax now and wait for my 8 p.m. business call. After that, I am taking it down and just take some me time. It's necessary. Make sure that you have that self-care toolbox, as well as that self-awareness box, because you got to know yourself, right? We get into these positions where we get into a lot of relationships. Relationships are not just intimate, they're relationships in general. Just so we can have, I don't know, a lot of people around us. But yet, when you go home at night, you're still alone, a lot of us. And I'm speaking in general, I'm not saying me, I'm just speaking in general. You have to learn how to love yourself. That is so important. And I've been learning that you have to love and learn and respect and like yourself, because a lot of us have always been in a position to take care of everyone else, but never took the time to really make sure that we're good. So I just wanted to say that little bit. I want to also say, have an amazing evening, whatever you're doing, okay? Have a better tomorrow. Also, what else did I want to say? Just kind of lost focus. I get into it a little bit. Make 2019 a good, prosperous, and abundance 2019. With that being said, I send much positive vibes and positive energy out to everyone. Enjoy your evening. Ashe and Namaste. Be good to yourself.